Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the GameCast Newscast. I am Snowy, otherwise known as Count Fracula. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, Max.
Hello, everybody.
We haven't got a guest today. We were going to have Hype back on, but she ended up being busy. But next week, we will have Sully on. The Pocket Edition owner of the channel, Sully. So that'll be something. Anyway, just me and Max this week, and got some very interesting stories. Very interesting. Very interesting.
A lot of Snowy's favorite things today.
Loot boxes, microtransactions, and shit. These are a few of my favorite things.
That's the new theme song of the show.
Yeah, I might actually do that.
That's fantastic.
And the first story. I just feel like I need to distinguish, like, moving on to different stories a bit better.
Okay. Well, that definitely does it.
Yeah, it does. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is a thing that exists. Great.
I mean, I haven't played it since release. I liked it for like a day.
I played it once, then I sort of stopped because I'd rather play actual Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of things put me off about it. One, it took half an hour to do the intro of a mobile game.
Yep.
You know,
that pissed me the fuck
like without
off.
any breaks as well. So it's like, hey, if I'd been at work, that would not have been useful.
Yeah. Because you should be playing games at work.
Shush. you shush your whole mouth. But yeah, like, that's not ideal. And then it also had microtransactions in, so that put me off.
Yeah.
But now, however, they've made it worse. Oh boy. They've made it so much worse.
And you know, when Snowy thinks it's worse, it's usually pretty fucking bad.
And then when you get depressed by it, it's really, really bad. See last week's episode.
Yeah, last week was not good. You know, the rest of that day was just more bullshit.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's ridiculous.
Anyway,
it's been good though.
Good. So, you know my favourite thing in the world, loot boxes.
Actually, I thought it was microtransactions.
Well, so, loot boxes have been added to Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Great.
Fantastic.
No. Disgusting.
Is anyone surprised? Actually, I'm a bit surprised.
I'm surprised that they had the balls to do it now after 6 months. And also, I'm surprised that Nintendo have done it, right, so that kind of annoys me.
Yeah, that's Facebook level shit right there.
It really is. On the plus side, as much of a plus as you can get from this, they have actually they've given you the percentages of
fantastic.
What drops. Yeah, so they've done one good thing with this. Probably because the app's being sold in China as well, and I think...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think you have to in China, so maybe they're just like, well, there's no point doing two systems, so we'll just blanket do it for everything.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Overwatch didn't do that. That's fucking stupid.
I thought they have to.
They do in China. They don't have to anywhere else.
Is there no way we can access that? I'm sure we can access it somewhere.
We must be able to. Anyway. So, not only have they added these loot boxes in, but they've added another microtransaction on the list of microtransactions for Leaf tickets, which are their premium currency. The base one starts
terrible sentence.
Yes, thank you. The base one starts at £2 and it's 45 tickets. Then you're at £4 for 100 tickets, £8 for 200 tickets, £20 and 50 pence. I hate that number. For 600 tickets, £39 for 1,200 tickets. And the new one, £75 for 2,500 tickets.
Mobile games!
£75. That isn't a microtransaction. You could buy a premium
That's a
game
big
for
transaction.
that. You could buy the new God of War with change to spare.
The deluxe
fact,
edition.
Probably go and do that because I've heard it's very, very good. I've watched some gameplay of it today as well, and it looks really, really good.
Yeah, I've heard it's the game of a generation.
Yes, I'm probably getting a PS4 Pro next month at this point.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I
My brother literally got the God of War one. It's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, I really want a PS4 Pro now for God of War because holy fuck, that game looks great.
I can't
wait.
Let's
dive back into the shit show. So, Max.
Yes.
These loot boxes.
Yeah.
Do you know how many Leaf tickets they cost?
I don't even know what one Leaf ticket relates to be honest with you.
It's the premium currency.
No, I know what they are.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the value of one is.
Well, it depends on your
what can one Leaf ticket get me?
About
probably nothing.
4 pence. Give me a second. Calculator. 199 over. Yeah, about 4.5 pence. Which doesn't sound bad, but
I think it's bad.
It's you know how when I was going through the list of microtransactions, the first one was 45 tickets.
Yeah.
And the second one was 100 tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, the loot boxes cost 50 tickets.
Oh. What? Wait, do we not get Leaf tickets from the loot boxes then? Oh, you buy the tickets with money and then you buy the loot boxes with the tickets?
Yes.
That was my confusion. That's really stupid. Okay.
It's the same system that Battlefront 2 used. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Even though
That's
they
really
put
stupid.
the microtransactions back in, but whatever. It's not better, it's just less shit. Anyway. So yeah.
That's a pessimistic view if I've ever heard one.
Oh, fuck off. Don't give them praise for taking out a really shit system.
No, I'm not
less
praising
shit
them.
System.
No, just the sentence on its own. It's not better, it's just less shit.
Well, sums up just my view on everything. But yeah, so the lowest microtransaction you can buy is 45 tickets, and each premium thing costs 50 tickets. Isn't that nice?
Hey. That is terrible.
Yes, that is fucking... You can't do that by accident. That was intentional bullshit. So you could... but you'd have to spend £4 if you wanted to get one loot box. Even though you could get 2 with that amount. But to actually buy enough to get one loot box, you'd have to buy enough for 2 loot boxes.
This is like Microsoft points last gen. Like early last gen. That's exactly what this is like.
Great. Oh, I know what it's like as well. Creation Club, Bethesda's bullshit. They pulled this exact stunt.
To be honest, yeah, this is a fairly common thing now that I'm thinking about it. Which is trash.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be,
yeah, but
it is.
This is Nintendo. I don't want Nintendo doing this shit.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Nintendo does make things convoluted a lot of the times.
Yeah,
and this is convoluted, but yes, it's still
But
shit.
Wait! It gets worse!
There's more!
Yeah.
Hold it.
To sort of sweeten this little deal, when you buy a loot box, or when you get a loot box, what are they calling it? They're fortune cookies. When you get one of these, you get a stamp on a card, and once that card has 10 stamps on it, then you get a card, like a full card, which you can exchange for an item of some description in a different shop.
So like a furniture piece?
Yeah. Well, that's all you can buy
Wow.
in Animal Crossing anyway. So,
okay.
yeah. But the problem with this is, Max, would you like to know the problem with this?
I mean, yeah, I would love to.
A lot of these items cost more than one full card.
And it's
In
already
fact,
a bitch to get a card.
The most expensive item on there costs 10 full cards.
Yes.
Which means you have to spend... Well, it means you have to buy 100 loot boxes. Meaning you're going to have to spend just over £200 if you buy this with real world money for a rocket launch pad.
I mean, to be fair, a rocket launch pad sounds like it would cost that much.
I think £200 for a real world rocket launch pad might be a little bit cheap.
Well, that's a bit cheap.
Yeah. But
I'm talking relatively, I guess.
For an in-game one, I think that's still a little bit much. And apparently it costs half as much as a monitor, or twice as much as a monitor. So I
Like
still
a
think
computer
even
monitor?
relatively that's not great.
Like a computer TV monitor?
Control room, so like a rocket control room, but it's just a big TV.
Oh, okay. Still, that makes sense. Okay.
So yeah. What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm not surprised the way the industry has been going, as we say most weeks. This stuff is... It's to be expected at this point.
This is Nintendo. And this is...
Nintendo has been kind of pulling shit a little bit. They've done a lot of good with the Switch, but they're starting to bend to trends a little bit. You know, this all started with Super Mario Run, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. But at least Super Mario Run was a game. And
Yeah,
you only
it's
had
a fun
to pay,
game, too.
Apparently so. And you only had to pay once for it.
Yeah.
But,
That's
yeah.
true.
They had to do this. And
Actually, Fire Emblem is handled fantastically now that I think about it.
Oh, okay. I've not played.
Yeah, that game. I mean, it has microtransactions, but like they're pretty much not like you don't need to touch them ever. You get so much shit, it's not even funny. Like you forget they're there, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Still,
that seems to be the only one they handled like super properly that everyone doesn't seem to have issues with.
Most of the mobile scene isn't handled very well.
No, but like we said, this is Nintendo.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the game Pokemon Duel, which is a mobile game where like you're using little figurines and playing a admittedly mildly fun short form game. Never heard of it. It's fine, but it has it has literally loot boxes in it. That's its economy. And,
fantastic.
Yeah, it's not great in that regard, but you know.
Modern gaming!
Modern gaming! Give us some more money! I think like at some point just release these games and there's like a little money slot in the front for your credit card or whatever, and just go, hey, just pop that in there.
The PS5 will just have a credit card slot.
The Xbox 2, whatever they call that.
Don't get me started on that, please and thank you.
The Xbox 2X or the Xbox Triple X.
Oh Lord. I'm leaving the show. For good.
I have it all to myself. I can just rant for an hour.
I can just rant for an hour and upload it.
Yeah.
This is his plan all along.
You know I'd do that as well. That's the best thing about it.
Yeah, you totally would.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And it would probably be very entertaining.
Well, I'd probably get very annoyed at the end of it, but yeah.
Fair.
So yeah. piece of shit Animal Crossing. Let's just end that. Just no. Fuck off.
Just no.
Never touching it again. Piss off.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't planning on touching it anyways.
No. And I now definitely don't plan on it. So, yeah, there's that. Story 2!
You truly are a count.
I'm what's... yeah. Serious Sam 4 is going to be a thing.
I mean, see, normally I would have thought this is like kind of like, who cares? This is probably going to suck. But Devolver's still publishing it, so like,
I'm going to say,
I'm
wasn't number 3 quite good as well?
I think it was, but
Yeah,
wasn't it a while ago?
Wasn't
it like a while ago?
2012?
Yeah, 2010 sounds right.
Serious Sam 3. 2011.
Oh fuck, we were both wrong.
Wow. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't mind that at all. I think Serious Sam is, like, as a whole, quite a good series. I don't think it's had any particularly bad entries.
That's true. That's true, I guess, now that I think about it. I've never really played one. They've always looked interesting, though.
Yeah. What they basically do is they do the thing that Duke Nukem did, but they do it better.
Yeah, that's what I've always figured.
So it's, yeah, because instead of just being pop culture references, which is what Duke Nukem devolved into, it's actual silly, overly masculine humor.
Okay.
And it's quite funny for it. Do you know the name of the game? What they're calling it, the subtitle?
I was about to say, isn't it Serious Sam 4? Yeah, sure. Throw it on me.
Project Badass.
Yeah, that is kind of funny.
Fuck it, I like that. That is
Yeah.
quite funny. I'll give them that. Serious Sam 3 is, while it's currently on offer because of the release or the announcement of Serious Sam 4.
Nice.
At
Also, I'm gonna steal
$2.99
that
actually,
term.
so that's quite a good deal. But at the same time, the full price is still £30 for a 7-year-old game.
I mean, I've seen that before.
That's still
on Steam
quite a lot of
especially.
money.
It is higher up, but I have seen that before.
I've seen Bethesda games with like lower price points than that at this point.
Bethesda.
What's that even supposed to mean?
Sorry, Bethesda. I've been watching a lot of Fallout analysis videos, like those 2-hour ones.
Right.
So I just kind of don't have Bethesda in the highest heights right now in my head.
So yeah, I'm currently watching the teaser trailer for this, and it's just Sam riding a bike. This is live commentary, you know. It's a brilliant, brave new format that we're doing here. And he's singing a version of "Born to Be Wild," his own version of that.
Okay.
With his own lyrics. Oh, it's one of the suicide bomber guys with the bombs for hands. Oh, this is just...
It's a suicide bomber with a bomb for hands.
No, it's one of the enemies in the game. It's a headless guy with bombs for hands.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And that looks ridiculous and fun. That they've nailed the tone of Serious Sam perfectly in that trailer. Great. They've not announced a release date, though. They've announced that it's going to be at E3.
Okay.
And considering Devolver Digital's publishing that, does that mean that Devolver Digital are getting a thing at E3?
They had a thing last year.
They did, and it was really good, so I want them to have another thing.
It is. They had their own area too.
Oh, did they? Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was outdoors. I think there was some drama behind why it was outdoors. Like, I think there was some, they got into it with, the ESA or some shit, if I remember correctly.
Oh, but, yeah, they were all just and I think Devolver Digital get looked down at by the big companies in the industry. Probably.
Yeah, because they shit on them. Like, they shit on them.
To be fair,
but, I mean,
they deserve it.
They deserve it.
Funny.
Yeah. It is funny. No, Devolver's fucking awesome, man. Devolver's what we need.
Yeah.
But
best game company.
No, they had their whole they had this whole booth or this whole area outside. It was like fenced off, and they had like a bunch of trailers with all the games in it and stuff. It was actually really cool.
Oh, sweet. You'll have to go to whatever they set up this year then and play all these games and report back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I want to see them and Focus Home Interactive. Those are like the only people I want to interact with.
Fuck the rest of them.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, I don't blame you. I don't even know what people are going to be showing this year. I know Ubisoft are going to be showing more Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Skull and Bones. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not that excited for the announcements this year.
I even know
remember that
what's
pirate
happening,
game?
And I don't know if I care.
Microsoft has a bunch of Skull and Bones. It's basically the Assassin's Creed 4 ships, but like a full game. It actually looks kind of fun. They announced it at last E3, and then they haven't talked about it at all since.
Oh.
To be fair. So I'm sure they'll talk about it more. Microsoft's rumored to be buying Crytek and like other shit like that.
Bloody hell. Okay.
So maybe we'll get a Rise 2. They've also been tweeting Rise images lately.
Fuck off.
No, Rise, I would love a Rise 2, actually. That game needs a sequel. I have a video idea of mine defending Rise. Rise is fantastic. I 100%
it's the
the shit out of that
military
game.
shooter dressed up in different clothes. Utter bullshit.
Wrong. Wrong.
Really?
Yes.
Really? So when
Borderlands 3.
Right. So when Rome is invaded by barbarians out of fucking nowhere in a time where it didn't happen historically, under Emperor Nero, they didn't notice at all. They've been taken completely by surprise. And this guy takes Emperor Nero into a vault and then tells him about his tragic backstory where his family got killed by barbarians and again didn't get noticed. Yeah, great. Real good plot there. Real solid.
I mean, to be fair, the plot was, it was pretty whatever. It was the gameplay, though, that was fun. I enjoyed the game.
Sure?
Yeah, I thought it was really fun. I think it needed more. I think it needed a lot more, but I could see the potential there. Totally.
Right. Okay. We're going to disagree on that, but anyway.
I put 60 hours into that game.
Fuck.
Fight me.
How?
I mean, to be fair, it was one of the only games out at the time. But, no, I really enjoyed it. Multiplayer.
Yeah, I just don't want that.
I just threw off Snowy's day.
I don't want that in my life. Yeah, so Serious Sam 3. That's a thing that's happening. Not 3. 4.
4.
God, it's been a long day.
4.
Just, I served 5 people in a 9-hour day. It's been a long one. Yeah, not the good kind of long day either.
My day is just starting. This is the first thing in my day.
Really? Isn't it like...
It's 1:40. I went to bed at 3, okay? I had a late night.
That's disgusting.
my days have been opposite. I've been sleeping late and then working late. Kind of enjoy it, to be honest.
Right. Okay. It's just a no from me. Anyway. So, yes. Serious Sam 4. So, you don't have any experience with the franchise at all?
No.
Oh. Well, this topic's gone real well, hasn't it?
I'm being judged.
Well, yeah, I was hoping you'd at least have some experience with it so we could talk about it, but apparently not.
Negative. Literally 0.
Oh, well. Yeah.
That's what you get for assuming.
That's what you get when you assume my gender.
Oh.
I don't even know where that came from. Anyway, yeah, that's E3 2018. Pay attention to Devolver because they do good things. And Serious Sam 4 will be there. The teaser trailer, has nailed the tone. So cool. We don't have anything else to talk about on this now, so let's move on.
Please stop swearing.
Fuck. Story number 3.
That sounded pained. You
No.
okay?
Only mentally. So yes, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is in the news again, probably intentionally. And EA have said that they got it wrong. They can't afford to make similar mistakes again.
Oh my god.
Right. Do you think that this is a genuine apology that they've made? Because I fucking don't.
Not at all.
No.
Not in the slightest.
It's EA. They're the most disingenuous company in the fucking world. Ridiculous company.
Yeah.
Especially when this kind of thing has been trotted out again and again whenever they've done something to piss off the public. We can't afford to make these mistakes again, they say as they go on to make more mistakes.
The thing is, it's like, it's not a mistake. It's like,
No,
you
because they
know
did it
what
on
you're
purpose.
doing. Yeah, you know what you're doing. There's no way in hell you didn't. If the gamers can figure out what you're doing with math and shit, you know what you did implementing it. Like, that's stupid. That's such a stupid fucking argument.
Yeah.
Or defense, rather.
like they got on... They went into the coding on launch day and they were like, oh shit, no, we've added loot boxes. How have we done this? No.
Yeah, go fuck yourselves. You know exactly what you were doing.
You know why they've done it this week, though, don't you?
No.
Because Battlefront 2's microtransactions have come back in today.
Ah. Well, that explains it then.
Yeah, because they took out the loot boxes and now they've just replaced it with just cosmetic microtransactions, which is much better!
God. I just, seriously, when I see Battlefront 2, I just don't process. I just ignore.
You just want to cry.
Yeah, I just don't acknowledge it. It's like, I do that with so many things in the games industry now. Like, I see a name and I just don't even...
It's like,
my brain just doesn't
no,
process it. Yeah, literally. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care at all.
Yeah, apparently, according to EA representative Peter Soderlund, people seem to appreciate what we've done. Players are coming back and we're seeing stronger engagement numbers. People seem to think that
compared to what? Shit?
Yeah. It sold 7 million units, which is 1 million lower than they wanted it to.
And that doesn't mean those people are playing, though.
No, exactly. So, I think... Unfortunately, Steam Spy doesn't exist anymore. Mind you, it wasn't on Steam, but I can't think of a way to get any concurrence. And it's EA, so they don't report this shit. Because the games industry. Great.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
The games industry.
Just be transparent for once, please. Yeah, what else has he said? He said, I'm just going to go on to the actual statement, because he had a conversation with The Verge, who...
I love The Verge.
I'm vaguely familiar with them, but I don't really follow them.
A great news site. Tech news site.
What did he say? He said that it would shape EA's operating systems moving forward, going, I'd be lying to you if I said what's happened with Battlefront and what's happened with everything surrounding loot boxes and these things haven't had an effect on EA as a company and an effect on us in management. We can shy away from it, pretend like it didn't happen, or we can act responsibly. And at least realise we've made mistakes and try and rectify those mistakes and learn from them.
I'm sure that's exactly what he sounds like.
Definitely, yeah. I'd put real Monopoly money on it.
Not fake Monopoly money.
Oh man, imagine that. The Monopoly money scandal. Be in all the the family newsletter. People still do. We've had a bit of a scandal recently when it appears
the family newsletter.
that little Marcus has made his own Monopoly money behind our backs and was secretly inserting it into the game during our play session. This kind of economics is very frowned upon in this family.
Wow.
I don't fucking know. Oh god, what am I saying? What am I doing?
Don't worry, that's been my whole week. That existential crisis.
Goodness gracious. I just can't take seriously anything that anyone in EA has to say about Battlefront 2.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Because they fucked with it deliberately.
Yeah.
And they know what they did.
It's just one of those things that just needs to I wish it would go away.
Yeah, but then the people who paid money for the game won't be able to play it properly and,
Oh no. They shouldn't have bought the game in the first place.
Well, yeah, that is true. They probably shouldn't have.
That's their problem then. Because this is bullshit. They shouldn't be supporting this shit.
Would you like to hear the most disingenuous statement in this apology?
Oh, yeah, please.
We've taken
God, this
significant
is like the fucking
steps
lawsuit last week.
Yeah. We've taken significant steps as a company to review and understand the mechanics around monetization, loot boxes, and other things in our games before they go to market. For the games that come next, for Battlefield or for Anthem, players have made it very clear that we can't afford to make similar mistakes, and we don't.
That's stupid. Bullshit.
Well, yeah.
They're lying.
To review and understand the mechanics around monetization and loot boxes. You do understand them.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. There's nothing no. That's stupid. You're the king of it.
The king of shitty monetization.
Yeah, don't tell me you don't understand the shit that you invented. Go fuck yourselves.
Them and the queens of Warner Brothers.
God, the world is so disingenuous.
Yeah. Deary dear. It's just, I don't believe them. You might well believe them, but I fucking don't. I really don't.
In quick weird side breaking news, the Deadpool 2 director is directing the Division movie with Jake Gyllenhaal and Jessica Chastain.
I'm gonna stop you at the Division movie. Are you kidding me? Is that a thing that needed to be a thing?
I guess so. To be fair, the plot, at least the opening cutscene, is really interesting. Other than that,
oh wow, the opening cutscene.
That's all I've ever seen of the game.
Fuck,
that's all I've ever seen of the game.
That
was a sentence. I mean, to be fair, I guess. I mean, we haven't seen the movie yet, but Deadpool 2 looks fucking fantastic.
Deadpool 2 looks really good. I just don't give a shit about the Division, the movie.
Yeah.
Are they? If they're going for a faithful recreation, of course, they need to make sure that people wearing headscarves can take 10 bullets to the head.
And they need to have that really, really awful staged commentary during it.
Oh, no. I forgot about that. The thing is, though, every time I think about that, I think about Jim Sterling's... Like, Jim Sterling did a parody where it was like, hey, this is what it would actually sound like, and it was just him doing
I've seen this.
15-year-olds' voices, and it was fucking hilarious.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
It's the best thing. And it's true. It's fucking
true.
true. Because I remember jumping into GTA Online once, and had some guy just singing, in my black Lamborghini, over and over like that for 20 minutes.
The pinnacle of human experience.
Yeah, it's real good. Love the internet. There's a reason I stopped playing GTA Online. It's not that though. It's because it's really shit.
Microtransactions.
Yeah, it's real shit.
Yeah, I've heard.
Anyway, EA have not learned at all. Don't believe them.
There's nothing to learn here. It was all deliberate.
The thing to learn is...
The only thing to learn is that people are sort of not putting up with it anymore.
The thing to learn, I think, is don't piss off Star Wars fans, because it will bring the whole house down on you, on your face. The The
I mean,
little
to a
gravy
degree.
train that you got yourselves on there just came crashing.
They still sold 8 million copies and more.
Because it's a Star
that it
Wars
sold
game.
more.
Of course, it was going to sell that many copies.
Well, my point is, even though, because you're right, yeah, don't piss off Star Wars fans. That's true. It still sold 8 million fucking copies, even after all that bullshit. So my point is, they still know they can win. They just want to win more. So they're using these words this way.
So they're using these words this way. Brilliant.
I'm tired, okay? I'm
Clear.
still right.
Goodness.
The phrase was wrong doesn't make me wrong.
This is true, but you still sound like a bit of a tit.
I'm okay with it.
So yeah, it's real good that they apologized, open quote, for this.
Yeah, I guess.
Don't play it. Don't buy it. Just ignore it. Forget that it exists. And hopefully,
don't support EA.
Yeah, and hopefully Disney will take the contract off of them.
I don't know if that'll happen.
I think it will, and
know.
I hope it will, because...
I feel like it would have happened by now.
Maybe. I just don't think that EA deserve it anymore.
I agree. I don't think they deserve
anymore.
it.
They've not deserved it for a while, really.
I just don't think it. I don't know if it will, unless they fuck up again. Then yeah, but I don't know. If
Wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be either. But that still has to happen, in my opinion.
Anyway, yeah. EA have, open quote, apologized for their shit handling of Battlefront 2. And you shouldn't believe them. And let's move on to a related but more positive story. Story number 4!
I was like, did he drop?
Nope. I always leave a gap because then I know when to edit it.
True. That was just a long gap.
Yep. So,
long dark.
Loot box legislation.
That's a word.
It's gonna be a thing though.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Loot box legislation.
Do you not know what legislation means?
No, I do. I'm saying it's just like, it's really stupid.
Why?
Like, the fact that we even need to make that this needs to happen at all.
Well, of course it does.
This is like the government coming down on crypto exchanges. It's stupid, and regulation is stupid, and they're just trying to take control of things.
Regulation is not always stupid.
Not in terms of cryptocurrency, it is. And my point is, loot boxes should have never gotten to the point of where they need regulation.
Yeah, but that's the point. It has got to that point, so we need to legislate. Legislation is always reactive, and yeah, that's how it should stay. But
I just don't like that we've gotten to that point.
Yeah, but again, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So yes,
true.
The Netherlands, one of my more positively viewed countries. I'd very much like to go there. Probably like to live there, especially because most of them speak English and apparently very lovely people.
Fantastic.
Yes, exactly. It's up there with Iceland as on the places I'd like to live.
Let's start the GameCast offices there.
Yeah. Well, let's all move to the Netherlands or Iceland. Although, to be honest, the Netherlands will probably have better internet.
It's kind of in the middle of all of us that aren't.
Yeah, so's the UK.
Yeah.
Mind you, don't move here, Brexit. Anyway. The Dutch Gaming Authority, they were looking into loot boxes quite a while ago. And now, they're the first country to actually have something come of this these investigations. Like, the UK just dismissed it outright. They were like, oh, we don't care. because fuck this government, fuck the Tories. Sorry, got political. Anyway, the US government, I think stuff's still going through in Hawaii, but that might just be statewide. I don't know if that's ever going to go nationwide. What other countries? France were looking into it. Nothing's come of that yet. And there's a few other countries as well. But yes, the Dutch Gaming Authority looked into 10 games, which are apparently the most some of the more popular games on Twitch, finding that 4 contravened its Betting and Gaming Act, and that the content of its loot boxes was determined by chance, and crucially, prizes could be traded outside of the game, meaning they have a monetary marketable value.
Okay.
And offering this type of content without a license is prohibited in the Netherlands.
Okay.
So the specifically the thing I think here is because they can be traded outside of the game, which does mean they have a real world monetary value. So things like Battlefront 2, because you can't trade the stuff that you could get from the loot boxes, to the best of my knowledge, that wouldn't have come under this.
I see. Okay. So they don't want people making actual money off of it, essentially?
Yeah.
This is like similar to the banning of the CSGO marketplaces and stuff.
Yes, because that's actually happened now, isn't it? And quite a lot of them are shut down.
Yeah.
Hooray! That's a positive thing, because it's bullshit. Anyway, people were making a living off that, and that's sad.
Yeah. That's insane.
I
mean, I get
like Steam
how,
Spy.
I guess.
Oh
like,
no, what a shame
crazy.
they've lost their living. Sad. This is bunch of fucking wackos lost their income. I don't give a shit. They weren't doing anything good for anyone other than themselves, so I don't give a shit about them. So yeah, the 4 games that are apparently in violation, one of them might actually surprise you. We've got FIFA 18. That's not surprising in any way, shape, or form. Dota 2, PUBG, and Rocket League, surprisingly enough.
Oh yeah, Rocket League totally has an out-of-game community.
It does.
Some of the new cars, you can buy them for like $50. Like seriously, when they just came out, that's that's right under the price of a full-time game, price game.
That is madness.
Yeah, my one of my roommates, when he was super into Rocket League, he didn't get into the trading, but he got one of the newest cars like right when the update came out, and he was looking on the subreddit, and he literally could have gotten like $60 worth out of that car. It's insane.
So, yeah, I think in a lot of these instances, though, the actual sale of the goods is not done within the game; it's done externally.
Yes.
But the fact is, it is used to facilitate this kind of thing. And apparently, these 4 games will need a gambling license to operate in the Netherlands, or will need to change their practices.
Do you think they'll change their practices?
Probably. I don't know. I don't know.
Can they do that in just one country? Can they just change the way the game works in one country like that?
It wouldn't surprise me. The thing is, I don't know if they'd have to make the they'd have to change the rating of the game because of it.
Oh, make them like T because gambling?
No, or even M because gambling.
Or gambling? I don't think gambling is M. I'm pretty sure gambling is T.
It might.
To be fair, I haven't looked at a game rating in like 10 years, but...
Yeah, it might differ for us because we use a different rating system to you.
Right, that's true. You guys are on PEGI.
You use the ESRB and we use PEGI.
Yeah, that's true. I forget that. Actually, so yeah. Well, you guys don't have M, right? You guys are like ages, right? It's like 16.
3, 7, 12, 16, and 18.
Oh, what are the gambling laws over by you? Do you have to be 18?
12, 16, and 18, surprisingly.
Those are 3 different... What?
Over 12.
Wow. That's young.
Surprising. Various video games may contain content that encourages teaching out. If a game would offer the option to gamble for real money, it would be subject to specific gambling regulation in every country where it's released. Until today, none of the video games using the gambling content descriptor have contained gambling with cash payouts. That's according to Wikipedia.
Okay.
Huh.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Most games don't have cash payouts, if any. I can't even think of one, to be honest.
Yeah, but the fact is, that's kind of weird that all of these things that have this element in them where you can get loot boxes and pay money for whatever to get the loot boxes don't have that on them is kind of concerning.
Right.
So I think maybe Peggy needs to change its rules around that. That's my personal opinion on it anyway.
They need to update to modern times.
Yeah.
Because loot boxes are modern.
Yeah, they're also a bit shite. So, back to the Netherlands thing. The Dutch Gaming Authority demanded publishers modify loot boxes with what they're saying addition-sensitive elements.
Addition-sensitive?
Oh, addiction-sensitive, sorry. So,
okay.
They must remove, quote, almost winning effects. So it's like when you're like, oh, I nearly won it, or I nearly got that thing. Because, you know, on...
Yeah, that storefront that Jim Sterling reported on, where they showed you.
G2A. I think it was G2A's loot
shit.
boxes. Like, the shit company that managed to get shitter.
Yeah.
Get rid of those, visual effects, apparently, and the ability to keep opening loot boxes quickly, one after the other. So, like, because you go... I've opened a loot box, and then there's usually like a button to go, another one, buy another one, or whatever else. So you need to get rid of that. They must also implement measures to exclude vulnerable groups or demonstrate the loot boxes on offer are completely harmless.
Wait, say that again?
They must also implement measures to exclude vulnerable groups or demonstrate that the loot boxes on offer are completely harmless and don't affect... people like vulnerable.
So they mean like
kids and people who have a gambling addiction problem or just
Right.
addictive personalities in general, which quite a lot
Right.
of people do, and a lot of people don't really seem to think about that when they talk about these kinds of mechanics in games, saying they're harmless. It's like they might not be harmless to you. That doesn't mean they're not harmful to another set of people. This is like,
games in general are harmful
it's
to
like
those types of people.
I don't think I have an addictive personality, but that doesn't mean other people don't, and that doesn't mean I shouldn't consider it.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, to be honest, the most interesting thing out of that is the removal of visual effects. So it's like,
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like, you know, in Overwatch where they have like the big show and dance of revealing the loot box.
Yeah. All
To
games do
remove
that.
that, especially if someone's got an addictive personality, that's like a, oh my god, this is amazing, yes, and it probably releases a lot of endorphins, and you're like, oh my god, that's wonderful. It makes you want to do it again. So maybe that it makes sense.
Games live off that shit.
Oh yeah, it's just a very strange thing, and like at first glance you go, what the fuck? So it's quite interesting to see that. So yeah, this might be the start of some legislation. Great. I hope it is. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, it's, again, like, yeah, it's necessary. I just think it's really stupid that loot boxes have gotten to the point where it's necessary.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's... Like, yeah, they need to be regulated. Yeah, I just wish... I mean, loot boxes don't need to be a terrible, terrible thing, to be fair.
They don't. They can just.
But they are.
Fun thing. Like, despite the fact Rocket League has effectively got microtransactions in it now, to a point. Like, I don't mind their, quote, loot box system because you just get an item after every game.
Yeah. And honestly, there's literally, at least when they were first implemented, I can't imagine they removed this, but there was literally an option to remove crates. Like, so you just don't see them. You don't unlock them. You don't get them. They're not even involved in the game.
All right. I've not noticed that. I know that
There's a checkpoint.
They had an event
checkbox.
recently. They had a spring event recently, and you got special things for that. So, yeah. But,
yeah.
I don't know. I think just this is a positive thing. Like, this will
is.
hopefully set a nice precedent for other countries to start thinking about it and going, yeah, maybe we should not tolerate this anymore.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, so hopefully that'll promote some change. And on that surprisingly positive note for this show, let's end. Let's finish off the show. That brings us to the end of another GameCast Newscast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe, or share, whatever you fancy, and our social links are in the description with a link to our Discord where you can join in some chat with all of us. Our broadcast, which you might be watching this on, you might not be, is at 12 p.m. on Saturday, CST, where you get all of our content for the upcoming week. And stay tuned for my new show, which will be happening like later down the line if you're watching on the broadcast. If not, it's already out. And also, from now, our podcast will be available on SoundCloud, where you can watch it or listen to it in an audio format, and you don't have to keep a YouTube tab open, like if you're on your phone or whatever. So that's a positive
Assuming the website doesn't go down.
Well, you can still see it on SoundCloud, even if you can't see it on our site, so it's fine.
Oh, I meant SoundCloud.
All right. Why would
Remember, there's rumors that it was like bankrupt and shit.
I've not heard those. Anyway, yeah, it's on SoundCloud now, so you can go and listen to it there, and I'm hopefully will have put most, if not all of them on by the time this goes out. So, hooray!
Hooray!
Yes, you can listen to our back catalogue of rambling about the news, and even the ones where we had Fox on when he wasn't too busy for us.
Now he's dead.
Yes, exactly. Anyway.
He tweeted yesterday.
Well, this is unacceptable. He needs to come back right now.
I just meant it was nice to see him.
Yeah. So yes, anyway. Thank you very much, Max, for joining me, as always.
You are very welcome.
And yes, that has been Max. I have been Snowy. Hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye!